Morning, folks. Well, I guess we could see this day coming a few days in advance, following the mess that is this low pressure system, the first one rolling through and the fronts. Weren't really entirely sure what we were going to get, and it's been a little bit changeable in terms of the forecast. And there are some different models that suggest different things at the moment. So this is the overnight. These are the fronts that gave all the rain yesterday, and this one was quite sort of strong last night, quite a lot of rain on it. But that's cleared through, and we're in a fairly strong southwesterly air mass. It's reasonable air, it's unstable, not enough to give showers, so we'll get some soaring out of it. And the isobars aren't quite as tightly packed as we originally were looking at yesterday. So winds not quite as strong as I feared yesterday. We're looking at flying heights probably 25 knots. Some of the models yesterday were sort of showing 35 knots at flying height, so it's certainly a lot better, but it's call it 200 degrees, pretty much south-southwest. It'll be southwesterly on the ground, probably 180, 200 at times, about 10 to 12 knots. Gusts, I suspect, about 20, maybe a little bit more than that, but not particularly gusty. And that'll sort of change as we go through into the afternoon. It will pick up a little bit, and they're forecasting 15 gusting 25 for this evening. Sat pic shows the clearance of that cold front, a little bit of trailing cloud here which is disappearing off, so it's pretty clear, and there's nothing on the infrared and the upper cloud as well. So should be sunny all day. You can see the next showers and low pressure system which is developing itself out here, and that'll be giving us fairly strong winds for tomorrow. Temperatures, I guess you'd call it, as the BBC would say, seasonal average, about 21, 22 degrees in and around us, in the centre part of the country. And dew points, currently they're around 12. I suspect they'll go down to about 10 over this part of the country during the day. So pretty good temperature split. And then plugging those sort of numbers into the soundings. And I haven't looked at a range of soundings going sort of east to west, but just around here does sort of indicate that with those temperatures and the dew points, about 4,000 feet above sea level at best, and possibly blue or small amounts of cumulus. Top Meteo is suggesting more cumulus going west, bluer to the east. Remember, the ground is a bit damp as well, so I think that'll have an effect on the amount of cumulus we get. I think we'll have sort of cumulus around here most of the day, and certainly out to the west, reasonable amount of cumulus. And the further west you go, the more overcast it obviously becomes. Just looking quickly at this, they are sort of showing flying heights 25 to 30 knots, certainly at sort of 3,000 to 4,000 feet, so pretty windy from the southwest. This is the cloud amounts that Top Meteo are predicting. This is 12 o'clock, so we suspect to see cumulus by certainly 11, usable cumulus by 11 o'clock. And they're sort of showing it all day bluish around here. I don't think that's quite going to be the case. I think there will be small amounts of cumulus around us, and possibly blue out into East Anglia. But certainly up towards Oxford and beyond seems to be the best area. As I say, I think thermals will get going properly by 11 o'clock to 3,000 feet, and at best in the afternoon they're showing 12 to 1,300 meters, so around 4,000 feet. For the day, And I think we will get some influence from sea air as the afternoon goes on. And as you can see there, by late afternoon, the sea air has penetrated through here. So cloud base will have come down, or it will gone completely blue with the sea breeze front having gone through. Their predicted distance and best area really appears to be just up and down the country. From Lasham heading north, folks. So tasking up to Oxford and beyond, and into East Anglia and Cambridge for the brave or those with an engine. Okay, so in terms of airspace, actually very, very little. There's just the parachuting just east of Bicester at Marsh Gibbon, and that's running from today right to the end of the month. Its operational times are 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. The rest of the country appears to be reasonably clear of no-tammed airspace. So how are we operating? Well, we're going to go on 2-3. So if you want to come and fly, just wheel your glider out when you want to go. Normal aerotow position on the grass to the west of the disused runway. We have predicted 4 light aircraft movements, PA-31 Navajo going in and out 4 times today. Shouldn't cause too much of a problem because it'll land across our operation. Just be aware of that. We'll be speaking to it, and we'll ensure that there's deconflicting information gets given. So apart from that, folks, a relatively quiet day on the airfield. So hopefully we'll see you out there fairly shortly for the start of flying, and a little bit later for those that want to fly cross country.